How do you share online when you don't know the story yet? Something big happened in my life this season, and it's been hard to know how to find the words for what I'm trying to work through. 1 year ago, my person and I bought this house and this garden. And after 22 years together, that relationship ended overnight. When we share online, we wrap it up in a nice bow. The story has an arc and a destination. But you don't know how it's going to turn out when you're in the middle, in the eye of the storm. Nature has been my therapist through this season. So often when things felt so hard, I would head to nature and see something so magical, the sunrise, or light on the water, and I would think, it can't be that bad when this exists in the world. No, life isn't ended. There is life all around. In grief, there is an ending, but there is also a beginning.
Wow. It's giving cousin it. I've got full-blown cortisol face. My hair is completely out of control. When you're struggling to find the words for something, it's also maybe not the best time to start trying to speak to camera. But at the same time, when is there a better time? You know, when you've got something real to share. I'm sure many other people can relate to. This week has been very challenging. I'm very much having to put my big girl boots on and do things that I feel are really scary. We are going to get our hair cut, finally. I've been moaning about my hair for a long time. I've been ready for a change, but now it feels like a visceral need to shed all of this energetically. I need to get it off. I need to feel like I enjoy my reflection again. It'll be very therapeutic. I'll be in town for a couple of days. I'll be with my family. My sister's also taking me to the theatre the next day, so it's gonna be a good time. But yeah, I don't know what I want to do. I've been looking at some like choppy bobs. Ross is really good at that whole kind of messy wolf cut French girl stuff. I'm sure I'll go back there, but I think for now I just need to feel fresh and new and alive, and this is not that. I've got you up here in my bedroom, which is a wonderful shade of dentistry green. I actually already have the paint specifically that we bought for this room because I was hoping to paint it before we moved in, and then we never did. Next time I've got a bit of space in my schedule, I think I'll just have fun painting this room, just because why not? We've got the paint. At this point, I have no idea what is coming, but whatever it is coming fast. It's Beltane, we just had the flower moon, and it all just feels like the perfect timing, really, I guess, to start a new life. Whatever that may look like. This wasn't the sort of thing I saw myself sharing online. I've never really shared anything that's like deeply personal before. I'm trying to make sense of it, trying to navigate this change. While it's completely come out of the blue, at the same time I just think it's got to be the right thing. It's got to be for the best. Like being with someone who doesn't really care about you isn't good for your spirit. And I think, you know, I've had time to look back more and more with a slightly different lens and kind of see that I wasn't really doing that well in that relationship. And why would I? You know, if you're with someone who kind of just always puts their own needs first, why would you be thriving, you know? I'm feeling quite triggered by my reflection, I'm not gonna lie. I look so pale, I've lost weight, I've lost hair, I have lost collagen. We're in need of a glow up. I need a bit of self-care, a bit of TLC, a bit of zhuzh. Wouldn't go amiss.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to do it. Right, 100% now.
Can you imagine you're halfway in and I'm like, wait! Oh my god, I can feel the weight coming off. It's so long! Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
I see what you're saying.
Not big ones. For example, like one main client we have is
Wow, okay. Hello. That girl in that green room, that just feels like such a different version of me and just from a completely different timeline. I've been sort of thinking about when people film themselves in like, you know, like bawling their eyes out with a full face of makeup and a ring light. Each to their own, obviously, but like that's not something that I've ever felt compelled to do. But equally, going through that time, I found that it was just so overwhelming. It was just so much to process that I was starting to struggle to like remember events or recall time. I mean, that even feels like that was 6 months ago, and it really wasn't. So yeah, like I've never been one to like pull out a camera to record some emotional event, but I started doing that and just rolling when like nothing was happening because I felt I was struggling to like hold on to events, hold on to what was even happening in my life. And I'm so glad I did now because I can look back at that version of me and see how I am just in a completely different place from that. And thank fuck, because that was such a difficult time. And I'm really happy that I can say that with some distance to it, you know. You know, when your number one person lets you down, it's so profound. But what has also been so profound is just the amount of gratitude I had and have for all the people in my life who have taken the time to say, I understand, or I'm here. Even like come from other sides of the country to just come and be with me, you know? In the overwhelming levels of grief, there's also overwhelming levels of gratitude, which is it's really powerful. It definitely made me feel so much less alone, just those simple things, and so much less like just discarded. You know, you can be in like the lowest part of your life or depths of despair and then still find yourself thinking like, I am so fucking lucky. I am feeling called to just share in my own vulnerability and my own experience using my own voice. So 1 year ago, we bought a house. 10 months ago, we did the garden tour. Then 4 months ago, I mentioned I've had a breakthrough. I was feeling more excited about my work than I had in a long time because I felt like the alchemy for something I've been trying to kind of even bring together in myself. Like just, it felt like it was right. And I was like, oh my God, I've hit it. Like now is the time. And I said in that video, I made this for other people, but did I actually make this for myself as well? It turns out that was completely true, but just not completely in the way that I meant at the time. It took me so long to get to that point where I was like, yes, the alchemy is right. I really have faith in what it is I'm trying to do here in the vision, and being transparent and sharing, like using this as a vehicle for my creativity as well. Not only does it feel like the most natural impulse for me to do anyway, it just feels like the right thing to do, if that makes sense. You know, I want this space to be really creative and empowering and fun, and everything's, especially in content, you know, creativity, everything's been made so serious, and I really believe in making everything fun again. And I know I just was covering some really intense, heavy stuff, but sometimes there's just nothing else to do but speak your truth, you know? If even already that hideous recording of me looking like Gollum, that already felt like that helped me, and even if it helped one other person, then I'm happy. You know, kind of pretending that like nothing was wrong didn't feel honest. It didn't feel sincere, and it didn't feel authentic. And honestly, at this point in my life and in my career, I'm not really interested in anything that's not sincere and isn't authentic. Like, life's too fucking short for that. Feelings are cool, okay? So we just had beautiful solstice, probably the most, I mean, overusing the word profound here, but we're going to go with profound, magical solstice I've had yet. It's the first time I really tapped into it intentionally. I don't know how I would have coped with this whole event without being here in the countryside, having nature on my doorstep, literally. I've had friends come to stay. That's been just so fun because some of them are from out of town as well, so they don't even know the area. So I always love sharing that with them. And it's just basically been a really healing time. I've also been working a ton, just because obviously, you know, everything is all precarious now. I feel like, I don't know what happened. I woke up on solstice and I just felt like I had dealt with everything. Like the grief had, like most of it had left my body. I'd managed to like work through it. I went and like meditated down by the river first thing in the morning. It was like sunny. I took my speaker, I took my journal. I was just listening to the birds and the water and just imagining what I want my new life to look like. And obviously before, that felt completely terrifying. I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it, not yet. It feels a lot better. So I'm in the in-between part, in between my old life and my new life. And I don't know what's ahead. So here I am coming to you from the eye of the storm. I'm about to turn 43 and I'm about to be divorced, making my home in the English countryside and on the internet. I don't know what lies ahead, but I'm sure as hell going to give it my all. I'll see you soon.